Traders, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about AMC. I'm also going to break down a stock that I am personally playing going into tomorrow and why I'm personally playing it, or kind of an index. Look, if you're really watching AMC every day, I do think the channel can be a big help for you. I'm covering it where it's going, whether it's up or whether it's down. It's not me being bearish. It's not me being bullish. It's not just talking about a full squeeze going to 1,000. It's about seeing exactly where AMC is going every single day. So let's not waste any more time. Like, subscribe, do what you got to do. Let's get to it.
I got no drip in my pocket. Must have forgot it, or maybe
All right, so we're going to break it right down into the chart. This video has to be a little bit quick. I have to get out of here. So what we're seeing is a push down initially right to that 35 level flat, a little bit deeper, kind of that 200 EMA. And I'm only using this because of a Discord member. And, you know, he's kind of suckering me into this indicator. So it actually is pretty nice. The 200 EMA is what that is. And so you're pushing down, you're holding below VWAP, and I was still a big bear here just about how we're moving. Consistent touches at VWAP. It looks very bearish. And then you got to push back to that weekly. Now, I've said, I have to stand by my word. I have said that I believe the bottom is in, which is right there, that 29.3. And I really do think it's in. I really do. But on the after hours, you're getting some more downward pressure. You're still below VWAP. As long as you're below VWAP, AMC is not a buy for me when it comes to a shorter term option trade. That's just how I trade. You only really want to get into it, in my opinion, when you're mounting that VWAP on a few of the 15-minute candles. You saw us try to mount here, and then boom, a hard rejection. So you're pushing back, you're holding that weekly level, you are beneath it. That's a bearish indicator that I want to push down a little bit more. I'm going to get to that, you know, the index side of things here in a second. I don't believe this is manipulation. You have people saying that we're being manipulated and that people are short attacking AMC. But I don't really think so. If you look at the just overall scale of the chart, you've had multiple rejections right here, right? You're getting a push back down. That's fine. But you want to start seeing, you know, a support form and then pushing back up. That's what you want to see. Now, markets are, in fact, looking pretty bearish. We're sitting in one of the worst situations globally, maybe of our lifetime, right? We have, you know, the Taliban taking over Afghanistan. We have Turkey in talks of wanting to be allies with that Taliban-based Afghanistan. You have Russia and China. We're in a very intense moment, most likely in our lives. And if there's anything about the market that it doesn't like, it's uncertainty. So if the markets start to collapse, and today the markets were just doing a terrible drop, you know, AMC did follow. You can't expect AMC to completely ignore the markets because it is a stock. So if the markets continue to drop, I don't know how much TA will help you, because in my opinion, if the markets dump, most likely AMC does follow. But I want to say something right now. I love this area of support. I like it a lot. But all I'm waiting for is, can this get back above this dark blue line? Can it get back above the VWAP? If it gets back above, in my opinion, it's a buy. In my opinion, it's a long. We're coming to Friday. Friday's typically the best day of the week to get those AMC calls. I like where we're at. I think there's lots of opportunity, but I want to see a mount above that VWAP on the 15-minute. And what that would look like, let's zoom in so you can see what that would look like. You kind of had it here. You kind of had it there, but I like to see 2 or 3 candles above, right? So a good example is right here. You pushed up, rejected, and then you got 1, 2, 3, and then you got a dip, you tested, and boom, you mounted, you held. And then you had some candles beneath, but it never held below. It kept staying above that level, at least about 2 candles on the 15-minute, and you just kept that trend going, and it looked very, very positive. But it's holding that trend, so you want to see 1 to 2 candles on the 15-minute above that VWAP before you kind of get that confirmation that you're turning back to the bull side of things. But I will say is that the market stays sideways, they don't even have to flip bullish. In my opinion, AMC can run. There's tons of strength. There's tons of buyers. It's still heavily shorted, maybe the highest it's been shorted in a long time. I think that borrow fee is going to start creeping back up as well. I love it. I'm just saying, you got the dip you wanted. Now we need to see some stagnation, and then we need to see a mount on the VWAP. That's what I'm looking for going into Friday. Okay, so this is what I want to talk about going into the end of the video. Very, very quick. This is the IWM, the Russell 2000. Now, personally, I have puts on this. I've been grabbing puts all day long. Well, the last hour of the trading day, I was grabbing puts. I grabbed my first ones about right here, and I just started averaging up as we reached the top of that level, the daily, and we were rejected pretty hard. It's getting a pretty decent move back to the downside. Now, I think you're going to test this bottom down here, like a double bottom at 209. You got a perfect bounce right here at the weekly that we had from a few weeks back, but I think the momentum is still pushing you down. I'm looking to take some profits on those options about right here, but that's what I'm looking for. And if you go to like the Nasdaq, I want to just show you this, and this is what I was looking throughout the day, right? I'm always looking at indexes. That's really the focal point of my trading. You had a double top on the Nasdaq, and if you go up to the Dow, a triple top on the Dow with that monthly level. This is extremely bearish in my opinion. And even if the market bounces, I don't think that it's a bad trade. Even if I lose on this trade, I'm comfortable losing because I am so bearish on the economy as a whole. I think that you're just sitting in a really rough place, and the risk to reward in favor of being bearish right now is extremely high. So playing those puts on the IWM, in my opinion, sets you up to make a huge amount of money, whereas I don't see us just going up in a vertical line into the end of the week. That's just my opinion. That's why I'm trading IWM. I love it. I think there's more downside to come. I'm not going to be greedy on those options as well, but I've been averaging into the end of the day. It's a beautiful play. Absolutely love it. I think there's downside coming to end the week, and I don't really know what's going to happen over the weekend, but I don't see too many bullish catalysts. All right, so wrapping up my thoughts, I like AMC where it's at. You want to see stagnation and then getting above the VWAP. That's what you want to see. 2 candles above the VWAP, and in my opinion, you're looking very, very bullish. There's obviously a lot of buying power. I like what I'm seeing with AMC. You're seeing a nice little trend to the downside. This is perfect. A little bit deeper of a dip than you wanted, but you're still bouncing on that weekly. You want to see a bounce and a hold of VWAP on AMC's chart. Now, IWM in the markets. This is the part that could hurt AMC. If markets continue getting wrecked and continue getting pushed down, in my opinion, AMC most likely follows. AMC did hold up pretty well in the beginning of the day, even with the markets dumping pretty hard. So that's worth noting that AMC has relative strength. But I will say, if it continues down, if the markets continue down, AMC most likely shed some blood as well. That's not me being a bear. That's just saying most stocks will end up following the index unless there's very positive news. That's the way stocks typically trade on the market. It is what it is. I don't think it's short attacks. It's moving very well, and it's been pretty predictable. And if it's being predictable, in my opinion, that means that there's no manipulation really going on as far as the stock price right now. You've seen a lot of buyers get on board. A lot of people are buying into this. I've never been as bullish as I'm on a long-term scale as I am right now. I like where you're at. I think the borrow fee will start going up, utilization getting closer to 100%. That's what you want to see. That's it for today's video. Like, subscribe, do what you got to do. We'll be back tomorrow. Namaste.
I'm about to take off like a rocket. Houston, we might have a problem, but that don't mean